What's going on, y'all? 75Junction, it's your boy Sherm. I'm here with a very special guest today. We got Tone, aka Tone Too Reckless here. What's going on, brother? How you feeling?
Man, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I can't complain. So, for those who don't know you, bro, can you tell us who you are and what you do?
My name is Tone. Everybody call me Tone. Antonio.
Okay.
But everybody call me Tone. Real estate investing, flipping houses, building houses, a little bit of everything.
Okay.
Just mogul.
Okay, I got you.
A little bit of everything. But yeah. Definitely break it down, man.
Okay.
For the most part, just real estate though.
Okay, I feel that. So what got you involved in how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I just turned 28.
You just turned 28. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's pretty young to be predominantly, vested in real estate. Like that's all you do. So what got you on that path for real estate and what do you attest that to?
I always been into it, like growing up, being around it, having family that's like carpenters and doing different like trades and building houses and having family that's like real estate agents and stuff. Like I always just got around them and asked questions. It was just something I was always intrigued about. Just far as design, and then like just coming from designing clothes and then being around people that had like nice places and just seeing like the artistic far as like furniture and decor and stuff like that. So it was just like inside and out, it was just like kicking in my brain like, yo, like I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna do it. But it just, I tried to like put it away, just I couldn't stop. It was just like, all right, now I'm gonna just go for it. So
okay,
it's real estate though.
Okay, I feel that. And then so you have your own business, correct?
Yeah, A&R Real Estate Investment Group.
Okay, A&R Real Estate Investment Group. So what was the point in your life where you're like, all right, I'm gonna actually do a business venture with this. I'm gonna, get my, it was an LLC or okay, so I'm gonna get my LLC. I'm gonna go ahead and start purchasing properties and flipping them and stuff like that.
It was like the end of 2016.
Okay.
In 2016, 2017, I believe, and that's when I really like jumped out there and was really trying to do it. And it was like, it was hard. It was way harder than what I expect. I thought I was just gonna get out there and find a property. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like yeah, I know it's a bunch of stuff on the market, but it was way harder than that.
Okay, I feel that. So when we're talking about purchasing properties, flipping properties, all these different things, what's your advice to somebody that's getting involved into real estate? Because there's you have options obviously. So once you purchase the house, whether it's foreclosed or you get it for a really good price, you have to invest money into it because you have to get it up to the par where you're able to market it and you're able to get either money on it from selling it outright or renting it out. So what would you recommend as far as selling versus renting after flipping? And it might be conditional too, depending on what you got. So.
It's all about like real estate, a numbers game.
Yeah,
it's really a numbers game. So it's like me personally, when I jump into a deal, I'm going to evaluate the deal, whether I'm going to flip it or I'm going to keep this property as a rental. So I always look at the numbers in the area as far as me selling it. I look at the numbers, the rent ratio in the area. Like, is this area for this 3-bedroom, 1 bath, is it $900 or is it going for $1,200? And I kind of look at the numbers like, okay, yeah, like, nah, I'm definitely going to keep this. Or like, okay, we can make more money on the back end. Just go ahead, get rid of it, and move on to the next one.
Right.
My advice for somebody just getting in, learn the wholesale. It's super major. It don't take a lot of money, but it take a lot of time and a lot of marketing. But that's an easy way to make $10, $20, sometimes $30,000 without even tearing a house, like without even touching it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like for somebody to go in and learn the wholesale method of real estate investing, and then take their money that they made from wholesaling and apply that to an actual deal. I mean, that's gold right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I definitely, anybody that would like to start, I suggest them start learning the method of wholesaling. Because if you learn that first, everything else will start to fall in place for you.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's talk a little about actually acquiring the property. So, a lot of the times, houses, they're not cheap. Obviously you're not getting a house for $5,000, $10,000. We're talking, if you're lucky, $70,000, $150,000, $200,000. You know what I'm saying? So how do you do that? You know, obviously you have a business, so you know you take a loan out, and then you know you put that loan towards that house, and then you do what you gotta do to it, and you flip the house, and then you take that profit that you got from the house, and do you use that towards another property, or like what's the money flow like with that?
Typically that's what I usually do. Whatever, if I'm making 30, 40, 50K upon a flip, I'm going to probably split that at least to 2-3 more properties.
Okay.
If not, you're gonna get comfortable with the money.
Yeah.
You're gonna sit with the money and want to spend or go on vacation or you know, do a bunch of senseless stuff. So it's just like that's what I usually do. Far as like funding and stuff like that, a lot of people say funding is the hardest part of real estate, is finding funding. It's a lot of banks that will lend out here on real estate. It's a lot of hard money lenders or asset-based lenders. You just got to have something to play with. You know what I'm saying? You can't really jump in the game with nothing. So like
you got that down payment money.
Yeah, like one of my first deals was I had to put down $25,000. But the money that I was making back, it was way over that. So, you know, it kind of makes sense, but sometimes you gotta, like, if you're putting 25K down on a property, you're not gonna make nothing but 30K back, then, you know,
there's no point.
You moving back.
Yeah, you getting $5,000.
Right.
I mean,
so like I said, it's like really like a numbers game. So, you know what I'm saying? But definitely like just doing research, finding lenders and finding certain private banks, like not your average like Wells Fargo and Chase. Like, a lot of like low key banks out here that will give money to fund this real estate stuff, because if it's value in a deal, they're gonna give you the money. Right. You're gonna have to take something to play with. Like, you're gonna have to bring something to the table. Like, if you don't have any assets or no other properties, then you may have to put 20K down. But that kind of goes back so far as like people starting off with wholesaling. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you have that 20K to put down. Now you done jump started your business, so to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? But definitely just do your research, because it's just like different projects may call for different lenders, or the numbers may different. Or say, you know, me and you, we flip a property over here, and you like, Tone, let's go with this bank, and that property may be in a flood zone, interest rate may be a little higher, right, or you know, something like that, and I'm like, oh no, let's go check this. So I kind of like shop my deals. I shop my deals through a various of 3 different people, and I see what's going to give me the best numbers. Okay. And then I go from there.
I got you. I feel that. So do you work with any partners, or is it just you?
Yeah, I definitely. It kind of started out as like an investment opportunity. This my guy Jerome Hood. He definitely stays on top of me. Okay. He definitely stays on top of me, and I teach him a lot, and he helps me out a lot. Okay. But you know, we kind of started out. I had called him about the investment opportunity, like. And it just seemed like it's going to a partnership now, so it's nice. Real good. But yeah, definitely Jerome Hood, we just jumped on a second property together. Okay. Yeah, so you know, and stuff, and like, and that's another thing, like just partnering up with people, it makes stuff a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? Like in a situation where you may have to put 10K down on a property, I mean 5,000.
Yeah, that means five a piece.
Right,
so, yeah.
Right. You know, we making 60K back. That's money.
So, yeah, so that's 30 piece. So that's $25,000. You know, gain on both parties' ends.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. So you know, it makes sense.
Yeah. No, definitely, bro. Definitely, man. That's really dope, man. Because you know, I really enjoy real estate, you know what I'm saying? Not even just for the monetary aspect. It's just, you know, homes are art, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion. You know, it's art, you know what I'm saying? It's somewhere where you choose to live. So if it's where you're going to live, you want to be comfortable, you want to make it nice, you know what I'm saying? Right. So when I see a lot of houses, you know, I immediately start thinking of what it can be. You know what I'm saying? I'll look at a room and I'll be like, oh, I could put this, I could do that. Or like this open space over here in this office, for example. I didn't know what to do with it for a long time. I had ideas. I want to do like a recessed bookshelf, but that's an exterior wall, so I can't do that there. Right. You know what I'm saying? No, unless I like brought the wall forward, you know, which would be a pain in the ass. So I was like, all right, what can I do to make it, to dress it up and to do the least amount of work possible. So I, you know, hit up this dude, Gentleman Steel Co. You know, shout out to him. He does, you know, steel work and woodwork and stuff like that. And he made that shelf for me. So, but yeah, man, you know, I just love seeing what things can be. You know, it's an art.
For sure. No, this is definitely nice. I can tell you into it.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
I can tell you into it.
Yeah, no, I definitely you know, take pride in it, man. You know, I try to like you know, I always push the envelope with designing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially interior design, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you want to be
That's my
comfortable.
favorite part.
Yeah,
that's my favorite part.
Yeah, I like outside too because I did in my backyard I built my paver patio, so it's like I did all the measurements of the dimensions. You know, I built the paver patio. You know, had to dig down 8 inches. You know, do the sub.
Yeah, you know a lot.
Already, yeah. So I mean, and this is stuff I just found out on YouTube, man. That's why I tell everybody you can learn so much stuff from the internet. YouTube is the GOAT. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Like we live in a very powerful age. People don't understand that.
I could tell you a story. And shout out to B.I. Mr. Open House.
Okay.
He's another contractor and investor in the 757, and he's doing his thing. And like he'll tell you, like my first year, I'm calling him come to look at properties, bro, and nah, this not it, Tone. This not it. You know what I'm saying? And or I was losing the deal. Like, and I lost like $10K my first year. Before I made any money, I lost $10,000. So it was like I wanted him to kind of take me underneath his wing because I knew I wasn't doing something right. But at the time, he had like this guy like about around my age, like with him. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like I'm like, damn. So I'm like, I went on YouTube every night, like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, just staying up, taking notes, writing stuff down, calling lenders, like just watching endless YouTube from either whether it was wholesale, whether it was just flipping and or acquiring off market properties. Because the thing was, like, I'm going to the Long and Foster office every day putting in offers on deals. I'm not getting nothing. So I'm like, yo, what is going on? Like, this is not working. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I was trying. So like to say this, say that, like, don't give up. Because like I went a whole year with nothing. I was in the negative. I lost amongst like doing other stuff. So it was like that following year, but it took me that whole year to put that piece into the puzzle and like really sit down, talk, and really like, okay, this and like YouTube helped me out a lot. Like I already kind of knew as far as like, you know, the carpenter side and like the real estate side, because when I got out of high school, I went to take the real estate test. My mother was an agent, so I jumped out. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna take this test. I failed.
Damn.
I failed.
So did you want to be an agent at first?
Yeah, because I was like, I'm like, yo, I need the money to flip the house. So I'm like, I'm gonna just be an agent and get commission checks and then stack my commission checks. Like everything was like a goal to get to that goal.
I got you.
So everything I was doing since then, it was like, all right, I'm gonna do this. So I passed the national part and then I failed the law part. Like the law part is time. Like I should kick my ass. I couldn't do it. So I went back, took the class again, tried to do it again. I failed again. So it was just like, it was non-stop trying. Like, so like when I be telling people like, this really the beginning, and because so many people trying to figure out how am I getting properties, how is this going back to back, how is this happening for him. People been calling me that's been doing this 10-15 years, and they just keep calling and saying how I'm getting 50 DMs a day, how are you doing this? And like, just blessed. I kind of, like you said, from that time point of just putting everything together, it's just like now I got a hell of a situation. Like it's just going. It's just going. Like right now, when we first came in, somebody just texted me, like, shout out to Ryan Investor, like 5 lot deal, like that we 5 lots. It's 5. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and I haven't like that. That's another thing. I don't mean to jump off subject.
No, you good.
Build the relationship before you like doing the money and trying to do stuff like that. Like even my guy Jerome Hood, like he helped me. I was starting a group home for mental health. Okay, he helped me like get all that stuff together. And he was somebody that I met through my clothing line. Like most of the people that I met, most of my following, it came from fashion. So when I jumped into this, because I always used to post it just doing little side jobs, just like we was talking about, like just doing stuff on your own, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah. Like, but yeah, so like having relationships with people and taking the time out and really like getting to know people and really build with people. Like my guy Ryan, we haven't did no deals yet. We had a deal that ended up falling through, but you know what I'm saying? But like that's my guy. I talk to him every day. and it's like it's about real estate or fashion or whatever. But
right.
you know what I'm saying? It's like I talked to him, and we always constant talking on real estate, and he's seen how hungry I was. Like he was already doing this thing for a minute, and he was doing like going crazy wholesale. Like when you meet somebody that's wholesaling like 3-4 properties a month, and you sitting there like making 50-60K a month, and you don't even have to touch the property. Yeah. He going crazy. So he seen how like hungry I was and what I was doing, and he like helped me, like guided me through everything. Like, yo, this like this what you need, this, that, and like, so kind of build a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Before I even start asking him anything, like he just seen the route I was taking, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, look, like if I help him, he gonna help me. And that's really how it is. Like we just gonna help each other. Absolutely. To the same thing, you know what I'm saying? It's like kind of the same way with Jerome, you know what I'm saying? It's like he helped me with certain stuff, and I knew that he wanted to get into real estate and he wanted to learn real estate. And I was like, okay, like we can help each other out on this, you know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, it's like, I'll give you an example. If I'm doing a deal with him and I'm doing a deal with you, and say my guy hit me up and got 3 deals on the table, now that I kind of scattered my money out, it's not tied up versus just doing a bunch of stuff by yourself. Right. Now I do have that money because now we got a deal going. We about to make 50-60K. Me and him about to make 50-60K. I may call both of y'all like, look, I got like a 5-lot package where we all gonna make like 150K. And nobody's tying up their money. You're still living like you want to. He's still living like he want to. I'm still living like I want to. Because it gets a sense of wanting to do, like when these deals come, I ain't gonna lie, me personally, like I'm all in. I'll stop everything, cash everything, like I go broke because I see the value in the deal. So if I know I'm gonna make 200,000-300,000 this deal, I'm going all in, whatever it take. But when you got somebody like a partner or somebody that or somebody that don't mind investing with you, and you don't have to sit here and go for broke because you still gotta live and eat for day to day, like you know what I'm saying. But that's just me because I'm hungry, so it's just like I stop everything, like I sacrifice everything. I don't care what's going on. Like if I like, oh no, we going to get that 300,000, like we need that. So, no, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but that's. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to Mr. Open House BI, and shout out to Hood Jerome Hood, man. Okay, man. They definitely people. Shout out to my mom too, cause she my agent. Okay, like, she my agent. So that's what I was going to ask you. She eating now.
That's exactly what I was going to ask you next, bro. So in regards to actually selling the properties, I was going to ask if you sold as an individual, or if you went through an actual agent. And so you go through your mother.
I go through her to sell.
Okay, nice.
Me personally, I got my own little system set up how I acquire properties. So it's like whatever's done. She was selling properties, like she was having like a decent, but now I can kind of tell because it was just like when real estate was like off for her, like she be ready to go look for a job. I'm like, yo, just stick it through. Just stick it through. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. And you gotta understand, like this is a year. This is like a year. Like of me not getting no deals, losing money, her going to the office filling out contracts that I'm not even getting houses on. So I can I knew she was losing her faith. I knew she was like, yo, like this boy just talking, like like shit slowing up, I'm about to go get a job. I'm like, no, don't go get no job. She listened, she's eating now. Like I told her, I'm like, whatever I get, you're gonna sell it. So you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna keep you going. If I know my hunger can project success on you and you can live how you want to live and you ain't gotta worry about nothing else. Right. Because she wasn't used to dealing with investors. She was used to dealing with just home buyers, like people that's gonna purchase their home or sell their home. But when you got a person that's doing 3, 4, or 5 properties, that's 3, 4, 5 checks that she coming back to back to back. So, it's kind of different. But far as acquiring a property. Now, I just hope everybody watch this.
Because I'm gonna let you get your point off, but I'm glad that you hit me up for this interview because these are the types of interviews I want because I feel like the black community especially we need to start investing. We need to invest in ourselves and our communities. You know what I'm saying? We need to buy our own communities. We need to start buying cribs. We need to start flipping cribs. You know what I'm saying? We need to bring money into our people,
bro. Yeah. So it's crazy what's going on in here. I done been in properties where, like me just being young and black, they shut the door on me. like, oh, what you doing here? Get out of here. All kind of like, I'm not even gonna get into like the ignorant stuff that I didn't just face just being young and black in real estate.
Right.
But you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's about everybody coming together. I don't care what race, like everybody gotta come together. It's enough money, it's enough houses out here where everybody can eat. You know what I'm saying? But acquiring property, I can't give out all my secrets, but if you go back and look at the method of wholesaling, you can start getting properties. Every day, I have 3 realtors sending me properties, and I have about 5 to 6 wholesalers sending me properties. So that's like 8, 9 people. I have people like constantly send me. Some people I'm not even counting because they send me stuff every now and then.
And the wholesalers, they're giving you multiple properties at once, not just a singular property.
Sometimes it'd be 1 or 2.
Okay.
It just depends on how the market going at the time.
Okay.
But I got people constantly sending me properties every day. Some stuff may be a deal. Some stuff may not be a deal. And some stuff I don't try to jump in because that's how I end up tying a bunch of my money up. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the thing, like, don't get greedy. Like, a lot of people, like, I done tied my money up a lot dealing with this stuff. And that's why it's good to have a partner. Even though I still jump on projects by myself, I still have my own projects going on. But it's just like, have partners, man. But acquiring property, if you study the method of wholesaling and learn how to acquire off-market properties. These are properties that you can get without a realtor.
So when you say off-market, is that like not advertised, like not on Zillow and stuff like that?
Not on nothing. It could be a for sale by owner.
Okay,
that's basically what it is. It's like a for sale by owner.
Okay.
But it's not market. So the house that you see that's abandoned, boarded up windows, stuff like that, or you could just tell it's been abandoned just looking at the windows and the roof and just like, yo, nobody's staying here. The house is vacant.
Yeah, it's got like vines going up the side.
Those are the houses I go for, bro.
Yeah,
those are the houses I go for. And I will sit there. Most of the information is on public record. I'm going to look at everything. I'm going to see what you owe on taxes. I'm going to see what's your address so I can reach out to you. I'm going to type in your name, try to skip trace your information and get your phone number, send you a text, call. Hey, what you doing with this property over here? Like, I'm interested in buying it. Sometimes they be like, no. Sometimes it's like, yeah, man, I'll go ahead and get rid of it. So it's just like, for example, just the guy, he was tired of being a landlord. He had 7 properties he wanted to get rid of, but I ain't have money to get 7 properties from him. But I got the one that I felt was best for me to, do what I need to do. He was tired. He's like, look, these people not paying on time. I'm done with it. So that's another thing, like really like once you start investing in real estate, like put yourself out there, because once people know that you're buying houses, do it. Like all the little signs you see on the highway, like we buy houses now for cash.
I saw that.
I had a bunch of those out.
For real?
I had a bunch of those out.
Oh man, okay.
I had a bunch of those out. That's just another way to get off market properties, because people be in bonds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So people be like, yo, like let me call this guy, this person to take my house cash. All right, cool. And I call, like people will call me like, hey, I'm behind on my mortgage. They're about to repo my house. I just need my mortgage paid off. I just want to get out of it. I don't want this on my credit. And that's when I come in and swoop and get that thing for half the price. Sometimes way less than that. So when I go back in to flip it, it's money being made.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Some of those houses that these people have lost, it don't even need that much work.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they help me. I help them, because now they don't have that foreclosure on their credit no more. You know what I mean? They're not going through the situation, or a person where a lady. Some people are stubborn. It was a situation where I was trying to buy a lot from a person. The lady was behind on taxes, like $16,000-$16,000. And I told her, like, look, I'll just pay the taxes on the lot. You can be done with it, or you're gonna lose it to the city and still have to owe.
Right.
She was like, no, I don't want to sell it. So it's just like,
okay.
Yeah, but those signs, abandoned signs, and just reaching out to people. A lot of information is on public record though.
Okay,
so
yeah,
that's a good thing.
And that's good that you do that, because a lot of people don't understand that. Like I was never one to be crazy protective. Like if I post a picture of my car, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna blur out the license plate. I'm not crazy about a lot of things. I don't care if people have my phone number, my address, because all that stuff you can literally look up my name and you can literally see on public record where I live at, what my phone number is, all this other stuff.
It's scary. I ain't gonna lie, it's scary.
If you Google yourself, you'd be surprised what you will find about yourself.
Like some of those softwares, I just sit there and type. I'm like, yo, like my stuff came up. Like it kind of messing my head up. Like just trying to find people, because some of those properties, like it's hard to find. Some of those properties, they are inherited properties. There's 5-6 brothers on it. Their mom left it to them, and now you got to get in touch with 5-6 people, or you got to get in touch with that one person that can get in touch with them. Right. It's been countless times where I have found a property, contacted a person, and they don't know where the other 2 brothers and sisters is. Well, now the deal's dead because they have to sign off on the deed and all the other extra stuff.
Because everybody has signed.
Everybody has to sign. Yeah, so deal's dead.
That's a pain in the ass. Yeah. Now, when you're dealing with foreclosed properties, that's a little bit of a different beast too, because you're not just working with the individual, you're working with the bank too. So you and the bank have to come to agreement on price as well, right?
Yeah, those are short sales. They can be a headache, but foreclosure is definitely a good way to start. Most foreclosures, me particular, if the numbers make sense, I keep them as rentals, because most of the foreclosures, they don't need that much work.
And they're typically, from what I've seen, a newer home, someone tried to live outside their means, they couldn't afford the payments anymore, they fell behind and ended up getting foreclosed, and the house is still in good condition. It's even if it's on a crawl space, say it was built in the past 10 years, a crawl space should still be good. You know what I'm saying? So you could just do minimal work and then just rent it. And get residual income.
Yeah, because if you get a foreclosure and your mortgage like $600-$700, but this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and 1,600 square foot, you're getting $1,200-$1,300 in rent.
12 easy.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what people get confused on. When you can go in there and put $3,000, $4,000, paint everything. Just make it rent ready. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta go in there and go crazy. Right. Just make it rent ready. That's a rental. And I tell people all the time, like, just buy a house. Just buy it. Like when they's like, oh, I don't want to stay in there. Like, no, just buy it. Especially like if you're a first time home buyer loan, you can buy you can use your loan for a multi property. Like
So there's a monetary cap, correct? Like there's a limit.
4 units. Okay. But you got to live in one.
Right. So that's the stipulation. Because so for my house, I used because I'm in the military part time in the Air Force, so I use the VA loan. So I use my VA loan, but the only stipulation, it's crazy. I didn't have to put any money down.
I'm learning the loan program part. But that VA's a beast.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, and the seller, they covered all the closing costs. I was I mean, when you work real estate, I mean, there's a level of, I guess, how do I put this? There's a certain level of, what's the damn word I'm looking for? Morality that comes with it too. You know what I'm saying? Because like the situation with this house in particular, it was a military couple. They were going through a divorce. They had that house on the market for I think 3 months. And then I saw that they had dropped it $10,000, and they dropped another $10,000. So I was like, okay, obviously they're in a hurry to sell the house. Yeah. So I talked to my agent. I was like, look, they're in a hurry to sell the house. It's a nice house. It's new. Pitch to them. We'll give them their selling price, but they have to cover all the closing costs, which they did. So, I walked away. I think I got it for $279, which in this area is, pretty normal, not
nice.
bad.
I know the area. It's nice.
Yeah, it's not bad, man. So, I mean, that in and of itself, that was my first introduction to a deal, but there's leeway because people are desperate. They're in situations and they have to get out of them.
Right. So you helped them and they helped you. Absolutely. And that's how divorces. That's A1. Like divorces, deaths, people inherited stuff. Like it's that's 101 for real. Like, I'm not even gonna sit here and hold you. Like that's how you get good deals.
Yeah, and I'm not going to endorse this, but. George Soros, a lot of people don't know, but, when the Holocaust was going on and stuff like that, and, people were getting kicked out of their homes, he was buying literally everybody's houses. Yeah. He was buying and buying and buying and buying. And, hundreds of properties later, after all that stuff had happened and transpired, he was multi-millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not gonna say I'm him, but I attacked every deal.
I mean,
I attack every deal. Like it's a deal. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like I attack every deal. Like some deals are not deals, but I'm gonna attack it like it's a deal. Every last one. But at the same time, I don't try to be too aggressive on people. Right. You gotta understand, there's no realtor in the picture. It's just you and the homeowner. Mm-hmm. So I try to give them the best solution to help them without feeling like I'm just trying to muscle their crib from like take their house from them. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to offer them a little bit more. I try to get little incentives to ease them. You know what I'm saying? Some people, like you say, they're just in a rush to get rid of it. But some people really need help. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They just trying to get out of that house.
Yeah. And I think the fucked up thing about the George Soros situation was I think he was actually informing the Germans who Jews were. Yeah. And getting them removed from their houses, and then he was getting the house after they got removed. So that's where it started getting dark in a moral thing. You know what I'm saying? But and even nowadays, there's still a level of morality, you know, because you could do your research. You could hit them up about, look, I know you owe boom, boom, boom in taxes. I know you're trying to do this, that, and third. So, just give me the house. And it all comes on how you approach them, too. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because they're people at the end of the day. So you have to be cognizant of that. Yeah, because I don't really, even though I know that information, I use that information to kind of get a number what I'm going to offer them. Right. You don't use it against them. Yeah, I don't use it against them. Like, I never bring that up, even though I know. But I use that information to play my numbers and then how to play out the situation. Right. Because if I offer this incentive, I know it's going to help. Yeah, but I don't even know. I'm not going to let you know that I know. You know what I'm saying? That this is that and the third. So it was like, I wouldn't come to them like that, and I just offer them a price. Like, they be like, oh, hell no, this price is ridiculous. I'll never sell for this. And in the back of my mind, I know you're going to sell for this. Right. I'm like, well, look. So you just walk away and be
I just walk away. Like,
this
is the best thing I can do. They end up calling me about 2-3 days or a week. And be like, hey, I think we can go ahead and work something out at that number. You know what I'm saying? Well, some people be a-holes, and some people, they're genuinely nice people. And some people, really, they looking at you as an investor that you're going to buy the house and help them in the situation. They just they'll help you. They gonna make the situation as nice and calm and cool as possible. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you a series of questions. I'm gonna start with this one. So what was the cheapest home that you've gotten?
$60K.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Now it was $60K. Now was it like dilapidated, tore up, no? Nah. Damn. Oh my god!
I sold that house for $178,000.
So $110,000 profit.
Yeah. Well, subtract
40. minus what you put into it.
I put 40 in renovations in it.
40 in renovations.
I had some foundation work underneath the house. And
Okay. With crawl space.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you get it insulated and all that stuff?
Yeah. Okay. I redid everything.
Nice.
I tried to get out of it. It bit me in the ass in the end. I tried to get around it.
I got you.
And my contractor's like, all right, I'm telling you. I'm like, look, man, it might pass inspection the way it is. Mm-hmm. It ain't pass. So I got my guys in there last minute. They knocked that shit out in 2 days.
Hey, hell yeah, man. And it also boils down to who you know too. You know what I'm saying? As far as contractors or if you know how to do the work yourself, what tools you have, your assets. Because a lot of people, if they do get involved in these things, they forget about the overhead costs that you need to take into consideration. So you need to have money for renovations. You need to have money for foundation. You need to have money for roofing if you need to replace a roof, AC unit. You know what I'm saying? The list goes on. There's so many things that floors. If you need to refinish the floors, if you're trying to sell it, there's a lot.
I would recommend to really find you a good contractor. Mm-hmm. That's the whole thing to everything is a good contractor. Those are the two hardest parts. A lot of people say, oh, I gotta find funding for the deal. Mm-hmm. The funding not the hard part, because it's people out here, it's banks and corporations that will give you the money to do this. Right. It's having a good contractor, because they'll walk off your job and say F you. Mm-hmm. And having and finding good deals. There's plenty of deals out here, but are they good deals? Mm-hmm. So it's just it's like that deal. People yo, that's unheard of. How the fuck you paid $60,000 for this house and you sold it? I really had it for $180, and then it was I think it closed $178 or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. So you know what I'm saying? So that's 160 plus the 40 I put in it. That's 100. 100 minus 178 is 78 grand. Right. So it's most of these guys out here, they making 25-30K profits on flips. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's a lot of stuff you gotta look at. But a contractor, if you can find a good contractor, that's gonna make everything right. I promise you. I don't care if don't go hire Jack, Jill, Sue, and Lou that's gonna charge you $20,000 less. If that person charged you high and you can make that work in your renovation budget, put them on the job, because if they're gonna get in, get out, and be done with it, that's what really makes the deal. You don't want to really be tied up on
you don't want to sit on houses.
I tell people all the time, if they're not doing the flip in 30, 45 days, I don't want them. I'm trying to get in and out. Now we in this flip 30, 45 days is back on the market.
Yeah.
Like keeping keeping everything going. I'm not trying to hire nobody. I don't care how cheap they do it. Like it's about time. It's really time. Like, cause time is money in real estate.
Absolutely.
So if we getting in and out, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Like if me and you did one and it's some paint and some little floors, some carpet, yeah, we gonna good. Me and you can do that in a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if it's some extensive stuff, get a good contractor because you can sleep at night because you can be going throughout your day doing whatever you got to do.
Exactly.
Or go to work and you knowing that you got good guys on the project. The work is getting done. They give you A1 work and they know your expectations and your standards and how you want it done. You know what I'm saying? So that's,
and it frees you up too to keep doing the business because you can be fully capable of doing what they're doing, but you're also taking time away from other things to attend to that. You know what I'm saying? You're saving money, but you're also losing money and what you could be gaining as far as deals are concerned. So people need to understand that there's a balance that has to be had.
Got to
and
be.
At the end of the day, you're gonna have to pay somebody.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Sure,
like, because you can't do everything. You don't have tools. You don't have the expertise sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Like me, I need an assistant bad right now. I've been doing it all myself, but it's okay right now. But
I feel you.
Because like if you got contractors over here, now that give you time to go hunt your deals.
Exactly.
So now you already lined up. So if you know they getting in and out of that one in 30, 45 days, you already got your next one lined up.
Right. And you can hit them up, be like, hey, I got another job for y'all if y'all up for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they going to take the money because, money's good, business is good.
And then when you're doing stuff in 30, 45 days, you done built your relationship with whoever you getting funding from.
Right.
So they like, well, shit, no, go ahead, start on this one.
Yeah.
Now you got 2 projects rolling. So it's like, it's building a relationship. You building everything. Everything's like full circle. And a lot of people don't see that. And like, I'm just really like, so people watch this and they like, yo, how's he doing it? That's how I'm doing it.
Yeah.
It's like, you gotta be, everything gotta be A1. Everybody in every, whatever position you plan on my team, you gotta be A1.
Absolutely.
Like A1.
Absolutely, man. So my next question is, what was your largest margin of profit? Like, what's the largest profit that you've received from a property or a flip?
Like so far right now, like 85,000.
Damn. So that's $85,000 lump sum at one time. That's crazy. So obviously there's a point of the year, you know, that everybody's favorite time, tax time. You know, it's everybody's favorite time if you don't, you know, have a lot of assets. And well, I mean, even if you have a lot of assets, you know, it depends. You need a good CPA. At the end of the day, you need a good tax person. You need a good tax professional. I encourage everybody to get a good tax professional. You know, I got a good tax professional. I mean,
I might need yours.
Yeah, no, I'll put you in contact with him because, like, literally, like, I was supposed to owe the IRS $5,000 one year because I withdrawn early from my IRA. I took like $11,000 out because it was just sitting there. I used it for home improvements and stuff like that, and you know, I ended up getting like $3,000 back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they know all the laws, they know the inner workings. They not know TurboTax bullshit. They not know, you know, like all those places, TurboTax. You know, all that stuff. It's good if you don't have enough. You got one job, you got one flow of income. Cool. TurboTax. Whatever you know, you can still get more money from CPA, but you know, it is what it is. It'll get you a little something, but you know, once you start getting assets, you get a house, you know, you start getting investments, you start having a business, you know, you have to have somebody to do those taxes for you because you don't know all the rules for tax and all the laws. So
I tried. I was like, yo, like I'm like all this money coming in. I'm like, look, I need a little bit of everybody because I'm not trying to fuck nothing.
Right, exactly. And it's a business, you know, that money that you're getting is all one lump sum, but you have to pay taxes on that in the year. You know what I'm saying? If you don't pay a tax on it, you spend all that money. Now you owe like, you know, $50,000 in tax. You're like, oh shit. You know?
That's why I keep up with my like all my write-offs, all my donations, everything. Like I try to like do as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? It's still new to me. Like that part that you're talking about, like taxes and having an accountant and having all that stuff. I'm still like learning that part, but you know, you have to learn that part. You can't just be out here just making these lump sums of money and it's just like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Like you gotta really know your shit.
And you have to know how to manage your money too.
I got friends that's locked up and they locked up right with people that got real estate tax evasion.
Damn.
Like, hey, you gotta know.
Yeah, man, absolutely, man. Because like you know, all that money that you have to pay in taxes, and it'd be beneficial too, you know, being in real estate. If you are in the business of flipping and purchasing homes, you know, have some rental properties, because that's assets that you can get as write-offs on your taxes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so now you're flipping homes, and you got some actual, you know, write-offs because you have assets, you know, and all that stuff that you have
rental
to put money
properties is a good way to deduct the capital gains tax.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a good way to deduct capital gains tax.
Absolutely, man. And you know, my advice to a lot of people, like you said earlier, buy a house. You know what I'm saying? Because
buy anything.
Buy anything. You know what I'm saying?
I don't care if it's a townhouse. I don't care what it is.
Trailer.
Yeah, just buy it, man. Because it's just like owning property is
land,
everything.
Land too, especially.
Just buy it. You know what I'm saying? If a person out here watching this and they got good credit and they got a decent job, like just buy something. You know what I'm saying? Just buy it. I don't care what the price is. Of course, if you know that, don't go buy nothing you can't afford. Go buy some cheap stuff. Like, go buy something that you probably you don't want to go stay in, but somebody else may want to stay in it.
Right.
Put them in there.
And then
because everything with real estate, it grows with time. Your equity is growing. So if you got the house for 20, 30,000, 40,000, yes, it's a piece of shit. But now the fucking property value then went up in 5 years. The house worth 80, 90,000.
Exactly.
That's equity you done built just from letting the house sit there. You know what I'm saying? Just buy something. Just buy something.
Absolutely, because a lot of people, they'll go out and they'll say, you know, I don't want to own it. I don't want the headache of having to, you know, do upkeep and, you know, do lawn work. And I'm like, bro, if you renting and if you renting a house, you have to mow the lawn anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The homeowner's not going to come out and mow your lawn. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that you just have to do, period. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Unless you want to pay somebody to do it, which you can. But at the end of the day, you're still paying a higher premium to stay there,
right?
With nothing to show for it. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting the tax write-off. You know what I'm saying? You're not making any money. You're losing money because, you know, they're charging you maybe $400 more.
Like, hold you, I still got a luxury condo that I'll rent now.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like, far as properties and everything, like, yeah, I'm still going crazy with that, but like, just I'm throwing money away, but at the same time, like,
but at least you know it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of people do it, they don't know it, and that's the worst part is when you don't know because you're gonna get stuck. You have
to own some stuff in order to do that. Like, I met some people that own like 200 properties, and they live in fucking Soho in New York or Tribeca, and they got a $20,000-$30,000 penthouse that they're renting. They just like staying in Soho, but at the end of the day, they got 200-300
they can afford to do that.
They can afford to do that.
I'm assuming they probably got property management.
Yeah, and that's why I try to tell people, like, own something. It's nothing wrong with renting, but it is something wrong with renting. I'm sorry, but own something, yo. I mean, just own something.
Yeah, and everybody's situation is different. Obviously, you know, sometimes if you're like on something short term, you know, cool, rent. You know, it's short term. You know what I'm saying? But don't let that be a long term solution. You know what I'm saying? Because you're just wasting money, you're throwing it away, and you're not gonna have anything to show for it at the end of the day.
Don't do what I did. I got people in my family like, yo, why the hell you got that nice ass condo? You out here flipping all these houses. I just like the fucking condo.
Right.
But yeah, that's basically.
So I mean, have you considered like purchasing a condo and then just like renovating it up to your standards, like as far as luxury is concerned?
That, but not necessarily. Like, now it's like to the point. I got 2 kids. My son stay with me. I've just been looking at, like, the way things been going now. I'm not gonna lie, I've just been looking at big ass houses.
Yeah,
it's like
Suffolk is nice, bro.
Yeah, I kind of still want to keep that. Cause I just like having it. Yeah. But I really want just a nice big house with some land. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like riding dirt bikes and 4-wheelers.
Okay, hell yeah.
So like,
my boy into that stuff too.
Yeah, so it's just like I want to have some land somewhere, like ducked off somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I honestly been thinking about buying a house in another state and kind of starting over there, just because I done built that relationship with my contractors and my business is going, and it's nothing to fly back and forth to do this. So it's just like but yeah, just buy something, man. Don't
absolutely,
like, it's nothing. It's like, if you have to rent to start where you at or get where you need to go, that's fine. You know, it's everybody don't have, but just do something. Word of advice, like, if you got a family member with good credit, make them see if they make you an authorized user. Like, because I know a lot of people like, oh, I want to buy a house, but I don't have the credit. Find a family member with some good credit and tell them, make you authorized use on their credit card for about 3-4 months, and then take you off. You don't get an actual card. You're just, now that what they're doing is shedding light on your stuff. Yeah. I didn't know that. Yeah, it's just like a trade line, like trade lines and stuff. Like, it help build credit. So like say like your boy's trying to buy a house and like his credit score kind of, you got to have at least a FICO of a 580 to purchase a home, or a 588 to purchase a home. So say like he trying to get a better interest rate, you know what I'm saying? They may be like he at the bottom of the bucket, but he can purchase a house.
But the interest
rate crazy, you know what I'm saying? So you might be like, bro, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, go back in about a month or two. I'm gonna make you an authorized user on this Chase card. You know what I'm saying? He don't get an actual card. He just an authorized user.
Right. So the payments that you make are gonna go on his report because he's an authorized user on that card.
Yeah. So that's gonna shed light on him, jump his stuff up. Then he can go back and try to get pre-approved for a mortgage and go from there. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, they do it with their kids, man. So their kids start having good credit. They just make them authorized user on the account.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, and I'm glad we're talking about interest rates, because that's another thing a lot of people don't take into account when they're buying. You know, you have to look at the interest rate.
Please
because
look at the interest
rate. Yeah, because like, and please get a fixed interest rate.
Yeah.
Don't get the adjustable rate, because now they have corrected the adjustable rate, because you know when the stock market crashed back in like 2008 and stuff, like people that had the adjustable mortgage rate, when the mortgage shot up to 18%, you know what I'm saying, they got hit really hard with that, and that put a lot of people into bankruptcy and foreclosure and stuff like that. You know, a lot of houses foreclosed because it was
ugly.
Now they adjust the adjustable rate to go and not exceed a certain threshold, though. You know what I'm saying? So it'll go to a certain threshold, and then that's going to be that.
Yeah.
But, at the end of the day, you definitely want to get fixed, especially with the market where it is now. I think it's, 3.75 or is it 4?
Yeah. No, it's 3.75.
3.75. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I got my fixed. I think mine was 3.5 when I got it. So I got set and fixed at 3.5. But yeah. And definitely, try and pay it off sooner rather than later. You know what I'm saying? Definitely make extra payments, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to just give the bank money. That's why the bank gives you the loan in the first place, because they're going to make their money. Because when you look at the way the payments break down, you're paying more interest first than you're paying principal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So by the time you get to your 30 years, you spent, if you on a 200, so for example, my house, $279,000. If I stuck with the 3 years, I'd be spending like, 300 something thousand total, 400 something thousand total. You know what I'm saying? So,
man, it's like, if the bank's not lending no money to get you a house, they not making no money. If nobody's buying houses or nobody's buying cars, the bank's not making no money. Like I tell people all the time, the bank is a business. Yep. So try to like you did your terms, like get your terms the best that you can get them. You know what I'm saying? Like if you feel like it's not right, all right, fuck it. I gotta go rent this apartment for another 8 months. I'm gonna come back and, you know what I'm saying? Just don't just jump out there because make sure, and that's like I said, just make sure you're having a good agent. It sounded you had a good agent that really knew what they were doing.
Nah, he was definitely dope.
Right, to get you the best situation that fits you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely get a buyer's agent, because that's why I got a buyer's agent. And the buyer's agent, a lot of things that people don't know is like if you go with if you just go straight to the seller agent, they're just trying to sell the house. Yeah. They don't care about anything.
They'll put you in any type of situation, predicament. You be looking like, yo, I got stuck, because they just trying to get their commission.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they not worried about what you got going on outside of this house or what else is going on. Find somebody that's going to really help you for you and make that situation work for you so you can live comfortably. Because like you said, they don't care, bro. They
have no obligation. They have the obligation to the seller, and that's it.
They like, the quicker I can get this going, quicker I can get my commission check.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying? So they don't care.
Exactly. Yeah. And the buyer's agent, they protect you, or a good buyer's agent, let me put it that way, will protect you in the sense that they can tell you like, okay, yeah, this person died in this house, or I'm sure there's legalities where if someone died in a house, like the seller agent has to tell you, but I don't know what all the legalities are, but there's certain legalities that the buyer's agent can tell you certain things and certain facts about the neighborhood, about the houses in the neighborhood, in the vicinity, about all that stuff. They look out for you if they're good. Again, they'll look out for you and they'll get you taken care of, and they still get their commission at the end of the day. So yeah, I definitely recommend everybody get a buyer's agent, man.
Definitely, bro. Definitely.
Yeah. So I don't want to take up too much of your time, man.
Nah, you good, bro. Ask whatever questions.
Okay.
I'm trying, cause I know like certain people been wanting me to do this, man.
Yeah.
I just try to answer as much as I can, like just to help other people out. Cause so many people, I be getting 50 to 100 DMs, and it's just like, when you gonna do a class? When can I do this? I pay for this. I pay this. like I don't mind, and I'm glad people will pay. It's dope that no people will pay for my knowledge, but it's just like timing. And that's why I try to reply back to every DM. I don't want nobody feeling like, oh, he making money, he cocky. Like, no.
Right.
It's so much of my time because it's like I'm one person. Even like my partner, like I was telling you, my partner live in DC. He don't even live down here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then like other people that's
DC a whole different beast too.
Right. And he's trying to get me come up there too to Maryland. Like a few people trying to drag me everywhere. Like trying to get me in Atlanta and trying to get me here. And it's just like I'm just now grasping this market around here, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now that I'm grasping this market, now I can go learn other markets. But it's like I'm only one person doing so much around here. You know what I'm saying? Even though I got people constantly sending me properties, I go hunt for my own properties too, because I'm not dependent on nobody.
I like that you said that about the market and about this market in particular, because every market is different based on the geographic position of where you are, because different areas have different cash flows.
Military keep this market alive.
Exactly. Military keeps
if
this alive.
If military leave, this area will die.
Right, because you lose the shipyard, you lose Langley, you lose the naval weapons station, the naval shipyard over in Norfolk. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's so much stuff that goes through here. Like if you go to West Virginia, they got coal. You know what I'm saying? They're real big in the coal industry. So there's that cash flow. If you go to Georgia, you know, they got produce, fashion, you know, industry. You know, there's a lot of places that have different markets. You don't want to buy a house somewhere where there's like nothing as far as like you know, market is concerned and capital flows is concerned. You don't want that,
man.
You know?
It's like this area around here is the market is strong.
Yeah,
it's not. I'm not saying it's not deals. Like it's hella deals in Charlotte. It's hella deals in Raleigh and Atlanta and place Fort Lauderdale and Miami and places like it's deals everywhere. Are those markets booming? Yes, but when they're up, they're up. But when they're down, they're down. This market stays so strong because of the military and everything that's going on. So that's why so many people out here are doing it. So when people be sending me like they Googling like, oh, the top 10 list of flip houses or the top 10 states or cities to buy property in. Yeah, like those cities are lit. You could definitely get on, especially with rentals and especially with Airbnbs.
I was going to ask you that. So do you have any properties that you use strictly for Airbnb or no?
I don't. Okay. But I got a couple friends. I got a couple people that do. And they're making money. Yeah,
because what people don't understand is with Airbnb, you're pretty much charging like hotel rates. You know what I'm saying? And you're not charging it to just one person every single day, unless they choose to go on contract with you.
That's the only aspect of real estate I didn't touch yet is Airbnb, which is like also like a short term rental.
Sometimes you could triple the mortgage.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
So, I know some guys out there, they making money off Airbnb.
Yeah,
Airbnb is definitely. I just got back from DC. I'm checking out my hotel. I'm on the phone talking real estate, and the guy just overheard my conversation and just start talking about like, yeah, man, fucking real estate. Like this what got me standing in this hotel. Like, I'd rather be at home. It was Sunday, bro. Football. Like he rents his house out every weekend now during football season and basketball season. So between the Wizards and the Redskins, he's renting his house out either every weekend or every night, like whether the Thursday night game or whatever the case. He's renting it out. He's renting it out every time, and people is coming in because, like you said, when people go look at the game, they're coming in groups. Like nobody's coming, like So
and typically they splitting the money, so the person that's there, they're not spending a lot, and he's making all the money. He got
a decent house. He got a nice crib. He's charging like $500-$600 a night. Yeah. Oh man. You done made your mortgage in a weekend.
Yeah. God damn.
Yeah. So
that's crazy. That's smart, man. Yeah. That's smart.
Yeah. Like
damn.
I know some people. They got stuff at the oceanfront in Virginia Beach. You'd be surprised how many people travel here just to come to Virginia Beach. Yeah. I mean, me just living here is like it ain't nothing spectacular.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
But you'd be surprised how many people come down here.
Yeah, man.
They making money. I know this one. I met this one white lady. Like she was cool and she helped me out a lot. She got like 8 townhouses down the strip.
Damn.
And she cleaning up.
Yeah.
They stay rented out. Like stay rented out. Stay rented out. Like she gave me so much game on the Airbnbs, but it's just like I was so focused on flips and new construction and wholesale and everything that I had going on.
Right.
I'm like, I'm gonna just by that, like I said, that wholesale method. I said I'm gonna run across the right property. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I got like a list of all those ocean front houses that's on the strip. Some of them houses look terrible. There's just rich people that really ain't got it no more, and they just left the house abandoned. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Don't worry, I'm gonna get it. So that's why I said just attack the deals, man. It's deals out here. Like you'd be surprised. You ride down like that area. It's like a lot of old big houses on the waterfront that's just been sitting there. Nobody's renting them. The house look terrible. The house need a lot of work. But I mean, look, you put 20, 30K in it. A lot of them houses on the beach houses, like the houses down there, not the town, like the houses, like right on the water that you open the door, you see the whole water. Bro, you can get like $1,000 a night.
Yeah.
I mean, on a high night, we might get like 600, like on a 500-600 on the low end.
Right.
But you'd be surprised how many people come to Virginia.
They come in groups and they split the cost. So I mean, no one person is paying that full amount. You know what I'm saying?
So right now, like me and my partner, Jerome Hood, we've been looking at some in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's always stuff going on in Atlanta between the Falcons, between all the stuff that's going on.
The Braves,
nightly,
baseball
Braves,
season,
basketball.
Yeah. The Hawks,
So we've been doing our research out there as far as starting the Airbnb thing.
So that's the next market you're gonna delve into.
Yeah, for sure. Like we've been doing the research. We probably grab one together, or he probably grab one, I grab one, and just get one, see how it go, and then I think we just start going all in, trying to get as many as we can out there. Because there's always something going on in that city.
Yeah, bro.
You know
always.
So,
like they got like Pride Festival a lot down there. They have so all types of festivals. I mean, it's literally
it's
so much stuff.
Something. I like my mom. They went. What's it called? The Coca-Cola factory down there.
Yeah.
That joint stay packed. I didn't even know. Too. And it be people coming from all over the place.
Yeah, bro.
And then you got.
I was just out there.
Universal Studios and all the movie stuff is shifting to Atlanta now. Because it's cheaper to film the movie. So now they have been, everything from Hollywood has been shifting over there. Yeah. So it makes sense.
So that market's definitely gonna start booming a lot more now. So even more reason to get that now while you're ahead. You know what I'm saying? You see where the market's going. So now you can get in early and then start capitalizing on that later.
For sure.
That's dope, man. So I asked a lot of the stuff that I wanted to know. So let's talk about some things that people ask you that you want to address, because obviously people are asking you questions about certain things. So what's something that you get asked a lot that you need to bring some clarity to?
First I would like to say, like, just if you get approved for a home loan or FHA, like go get a multifamily. Go get a duplex or a triplex or a quadruplex. Like go get one of those, because just go stay in one of them. You know what I'm saying? Or act like you stay in there. You ain't share that for me though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like
rent out the other three.
Yeah, because it's just like if you staying in one and you renting the other three out, or two, that one's paying for your mortgage. So if you go get a home loan on a duplex, the other one's paying for your mortgage. Now you done started out you basically building your portfolio now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you get out, you got, I think FHA rules, you got to stay in it for 1 year, right? Yeah, you got to stay in it for 1 year.
1 year. Same thing with VA loan.
Right. Yeah. So you got to stay in it for 1 year. All right. So stay in it for 1 year. Now you get out. Now you have two people paying, and this is money coming in. So now that property is paying for your actual house that you like.
Exactly.
And that was kind of my thing. Like when people sit here and be like, yo, like how you doing all these cribs? You got this luxury condo. Boy, listen. If I'm going to go out here and buy 10, 15 rental properties and I'm making... Okay, 500. Let's just go on the low end. I'm making $500 a month off each property. So that's 10 grand a month. Let's say 10 grand a month coming off. This is free money coming off of properties,
right?
Off each property. That 10 grand a month. So if I want to go buy $1 million house and my mortgage $5-6 grand, I'm living rent free. Maybe I didn't want to go buy this $400,000 house or this $300 or $500,000. I'm gonna sit here and stay here. I'm gonna grab as many rentals as I can, and then go buy the house that I really, really, really want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, when I go move in this house, these houses are paying for this house, and then they're like, "Oh, how the fuck is he staying in this $1 million crib?"
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I still got another $5K coming in. You know what I'm saying? So just have your plan. Don't listen to a lot of people, man. Like, nobody wanted me to do real estate. People, like, you'd be surprised how many people was like, nah, don't do that. Don't mess with that. And this, that, and the third. And them same people double back and was like, yo, like, I like what you doing. Like, you really doing some dope stuff. And I ain't gonna lie, I listened to a lot of people for a long time. I had to kind of, like,
you have to filter it out.
Yeah, I had to jump out there on my own and just really like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. I ain't worried about what nobody say. If I lose, I lose. It ain't gonna be the first time. And like I said, that first year I lost $10,000 before I made any money. The average person would have quit. They was like, yo, this not making sense. I ain't getting no houses. Like they like this, it's just not working. And I felt like that, but it's like I just kept going, man.
But and the good thing though, you did lose $10,000, but that was on your business end, correct? Because you have the LLC, or was this before the business?
It was on the business end.
It was on the business end. Just like, I mean, it's still your money, but you know, I'll tell you, business would go bankrupt before you would.
Remember when we talked about like having like doing research on good lenders? Yeah, man, I found this lender on Google. It's good lenders on Google, but I found this one lender that did 100% financing, so I didn't have to bring nothing to the table. Long as the deal made sense. But you got to pay $3,000 membership to get inside. So I paid the $3K. I paid the $3K to get the house. I found the house, got it under contract. I put $2,500 earnest money deposit down. They got to the table, said, "Oh, we can't close it." So now,
so you spent $3,000 just
with them, and then I spent another 25. You know, once you don't get you don't get that back. Yeah, you don't get that back because when you don't get that earnest money deposit back, bro.
So I think I got mine back, or it got rolled into my escrow account?
It rolled into your escrow because you bought the house. Yeah. See, the deal fell through. So once the deal fall through, you lose it.
Oh my god, damn! I know you was tight, man.
Man, I was on fire, bro. But it's just like it was a certain stuff that won't making no sense. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying. And I ain't had no resentment against nobody because I was like, yo, somebody gonna take me underneath their wing and like really they see I'm hungry, they see I'm keep going, I'm losing money. This, that, and the third, but everybody's busy, and that's a lot of things. Like, so many people hit me up and want time for me to do one-on-ones and to bring them on my project. Like, I want to do that. I would like for you to pay me to do that, but it's like it's timing, and I want to make sure I'm taking the time to give y'all the proper knowledge. Right. Like, I don't want to just sit here and bring y'all to a property and I'm chopping it up with my contractors, making sure they on point, and I'm gonna sit here and school you to a little bit, and then we out, or I'm gonna take you to another property I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's a timing thing. I got something very dope that I'm gonna do that can help everybody in 2020. Like, it's gonna help anybody that want to invest in real estate. I got something very dope and it's very affordable. It's not gonna be one of these classes where you paying $1,000 and $5,000. I got something real dope, man. You know what I'm saying? It's really gonna help people. But that'll be it though. Like, another question, like people just say, like, how am I doing everything? It's just relationships. Yeah. I got some good people around me, and we just really make stuff happen, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a one-man band on certain stuff, but on everything else, it's a team. Like, I got, like, a superstar person that's giving me great deals. Shout out to him. He know who he is. Right. I mentioned him earlier. He a beast. I got other partners. I have a list of people that want to invest that I done got all their emails, like just people that want to invest in my company or invest in a deal. Yeah. And that's like some little young, I don't know if you follow Grant Cardone. Like, he a beast. He does that though. Like he owns millions and millions and millions of apartments, but like he does these
millions of apartments.
Yes. Like Grant Cardone. Like, when we finish, look him up.
God damn.
But Grant Cardone got a lot of people that invest in his business, and they get a dividend check every quarter.
Okay. That makes sense.
People like, yo, you got a list of people, because people seeing what I've been doing, and they don't mind it. It's just like, I don't want to play with everybody. I don't feel comfortable playing with people money. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, you know, like, that's something with him. It's cool with him because he's doing an apartment, so it's guaranteed money coming from rent every month.
Right,
you know
and that's for each room, like each apartment.
Yeah, because he'll
that's
tell
crazy.
you
that's crazy money.
He'll
bro.
tell you he'll buy. He don't care how much an apartment complex costs. He'll buy it as long as if it's 80% rented. He'll buy it.
Yeah, because I mean, if you think about it, bro, like the amount of issues you're gonna have with an apartment complex are not going to outweigh the amount of revenue that you're getting every single month, because you're not gonna have issues every month with that many apartments. You know, you're going to have something come up in numerous places, but it's a drop in the bucket compared to everything that you're bringing in as far as revenue is concerned. So I mean that's crazy.
Before we started, somebody sent me a 40-unit apartment building.
Damn, how much? So, and this is nothing a lot of people don't know. How much do apartment complexes go for? Obviously, it varies, but for that one particularly,
here they're pretty high.
Okay, so how would
get
like
up to the millions?
Like
somebody
5 million?
sent me a 12-unit downtown Portsmouth historic area and wanted 700,000. That was from another wholesaler.
That's not bad. You said 12 unit.
Yeah, 12-unit downtown Portsmouth. No, it would be smart to do it because I can. At 700,000, I'll probably be paying about $6,000 a month.
Yeah.
But the money that every unit in there is rented out at $850. So that's like 90. It's like 95 to $10,000 a month.
Right.
So it's like a $3,000 profit margin.
Right.
I feel like it'll definitely go up because they're supposed to be putting the casino or something in Portsmouth.
I saw they're trying to build a casino.
Right,
yeah.
So that'll shoot everything up. Plus, they're already doing a lot of stuff in Portsmouth right now. Anyway, Portsmouth's on fire too.
Yeah.
But yeah, like so.
What's your opinion on Suffolk?
Suffolk's coming up.
Yeah, definitely.
Suffolk's coming up. I haven't did anything in Suffolk yet. Everything I've been doing has been Newport News, Hampton.
Okay.
I have some stuff in Norfolk that I haven't started yet. Mm-hmm. I just got it sitting in the cut.
People sleeping on Norfolk.
Yeah,
Norfolk is starting to develop its own scene, especially on the waterfront.
I think me being from Newport News and I just started out here and I just been running around here so long, it's just like I kind of knew this market.
Right.
But I be in Norfolk and Virginia Beach a lot, and like when I'm over there, I don't care if it's just over there for happy hour, whatever the case may be. I'm looking for property, so I'm always on that side, and Chesapeake also. Right. And just looking at the numbers, looking at the profit margins, looking at what this square footage is selling for, what this in this area is selling for. So it's just like it's good to like kind of study the market and learn. Right. You know what I'm saying, what's going on. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, and I don't know who noticed that. Listen, that house that I sold for almost $180,000 in Hampton, that house was 1,200 square foot, bro. 1,100 square foot. Those is Virginia Beach numbers. Yeah. I didn't even think the house was gonna appraise for that much, but it did. You know what I'm saying? And that was a flip that I got in and out. Okay. That was a little over 60 days. That's because I was trying to be hard headed.
Yeah, because I mean this one is 1820. And it's 279. Now the only thing I'm going to test the value of the property to is obviously, you know, relation to where everything is next to Langley. There's a Walmart down the street. This is
prime location.
Yeah, this is literally in the center of everything. You got city center, movies, you know, hospitals.
I used to live in city center. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you know.
Yeah, I got addicted to the little nice apartment stuff for a second.
No,
I had the crib right in front of the fountain. That little bachelor. I had the bachelor pad. Nice. Yeah, that was. Yeah, but anyways.
No, that was nice.
Yeah, so yeah, and even like you said, look at where you buying the house at because you already know where this at. Yeah, you looking at 400, 450 in another 5 years, and because they're always going to keep building up.
That is a very good point because a lot of people they'll see a house right, and they'll see a house for sale for cheap. But all the other houses are cheap. So if you buy that house for cheap and you build that house up, you put all this money into it, it don't matter. Yeah. Because everything around it is still depreciating the value of that house. Yeah. So it don't matter if you put granite countertops in, hardwood floors.
This is good. This
is
like one of the best areas to live in, bro. And Newport News.
Yeah, definitely.
Another thing is like, I know you mentioned buying land. Mm-hmm. I met a guy not too long ago that had land in North Carolina. Mm-hmm. And Walmart wanted to buy it from him.
That's the key. When someone wants to buy your land, especially a corporation, they're gonna pay you out the ass for that land.
He didn't even take the big payout. I
for
think
real?
He get a monthly payment from Walmart.
Oh,
he did like some type of land lease.
Interesting.
Yeah. I just had to throw that out there because it messed me up too.
But and that's good though because that brings to light all of the different avenues that people have to make money in real estate. And
yeah, it's money to be made.
Yeah, there's money to be made, and people need to understand that money is not, it's not just tied into 9 to 5s. You know, it's not tied into the 6-figure a year job. Like, I make 6 figures a year. It's not that much money after taxes and everything. I promise you. Like, it's cool, but it's not something that you want to be relying on. You don't want to live check to check. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you like, realize,
yeah,
because you're working for somebody else.
It's just, you just gotta hustle. The guy I bought one of the properties from, he got some land that AT&T pay him because their cell phone pole is on his land. So he got like a monthly check coming.
My parents, they got my father's from St. Thomas, and they had a family friend that had basically he had inherited some land in St. Thomas, and they wanted to build a cell tower there, and they were going to pay them monthly. It was like $1,000-something a month just to have the cell tower there. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have to do anything. You know, they would go out, they would build a cell tower, they would pay them $1,000-something a month. But it fell through because the people in the area, they like petitioned and stuff like that. And didn't want to happen.
I've been learning a lot about international because I like traveling. It's so much money and stuff. It's so much stuff going on in the world that we don't know, especially if like you don't travel or like watch certain stuff, see certain stuff on the TV or the news.
No, facts.
And it's so much money to be made in other areas doing the same thing we doing here. You know what I'm saying? And I just started realizing that because I have like people that I know or people that I associate with, or I may call and ask them about a deal, like, hey, you think it's a good deal or whatever. But them type of people that I call and chop it up with, they got shit going on in Dominican Republic. They got stuff going on in Africa. They got stuff going on in just a little bit of everywhere, like Jamaica, all kind of places. And it's just good. I know so many different people now, but it's just, you get around people like that and they're doing the same thing you're doing, just in a different place. Right. And if you like to travel too, it's kind of like a plus. Like, damn, well, maybe I need to go build this house or something here or whatever. I
mean, it inspires you too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always try to surround myself with. Not, you don't have to surround yourself, but at least have somebody in your life that's further along than you are. That way you can learn.
Inspired a lot of everything I did. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, R.I.P. man.
Yeah, for sure. Like, he definitely inspired a lot of stuff. Like, his mindset was crazy. So it was just like, just listening to stuff that he was listening to and like looking at interviews and stuff, and just, you could, like, some people, like when he said like he been through every emotion going through, that's how I felt like real estate, bro. I was ready to like say F all this and go back doing what I was doing, because it's just a lot of shit wasn't making sense, but I just didn't quit.
And that's the important thing, man.
And it just took off, and now everybody, like, it's crazy. I love how it took off because it's unreal. Like, the people that's higher up than me that been doing this, and they're multi-millionaires and they're developing apartments and stuff, they's like, yo, I ain't even start out like you started out. Like you're doing something different. And to me, it's just like, I'm just waking up and going after it every day. I got friends that, you know, like other people that's doing it, they like, yo, like, what are you doing? And I don't even think it registered in my head yet. Like, what I'm doing.
You ever have people think you're selling drugs and stuff?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, it's just like a past thing, you know what I'm saying? So, and then it's like how I carry myself. Or, like, because when I really get to talking real estate, they like, oh, you talk like a hustler. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just, it happens. I don't pay it no mind. Like,
I mean, the end of the day, you know what's facts. You know what
like when they see me, or if I pull up in a certain car to a property, or they see me, usually I try to have my company stuff on, but then sometimes people hear your dialect and the way you talking and the way you talking about real estate. But that's just like my love for real estate, my love for numbers, because like once we get to talking about it, I'm like talking about it. But that's just you know, so some people try to associate that with that, but like, nah, I don't have no reason to do that no more. Like,
absolutely.
This is cool. I'm at peace. This is legal money. Right. I don't have like, exactly. Like, it's like, for real. Only person you got to worry about with this is, like you said, taxes. Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam. Like, you know what I mean? So
hate that motherfucker, man.
Yeah. So that's the only thing you got to worry about with this. You know what I'm saying? So like, anybody watching this that's still, you know what I'm saying, doing what you doing, man, try to make that transition.
Absolutely.
Try to make that transition and get you some property somehow, some way. And start, you know, doing something, man. Don't get caught out there. Streets ain't the same no more.
No, that's definitely true. Man. That's definitely
streets not the same, man. Get caught like, you know, dealing with somebody like Tekashi or something. Like, man, get out them streets, man. For real,
sure, bro. You next.
For real, get out the streets, man.
But nah, yeah, for sure, man. I definitely, appreciate you coming out and giving my platform time today, man, telling your story because I mean, it's a dope story.
I definitely want to come back in like a year or two, man. Because
definitely.
The more I learn. I want to project it out there. Like, absolutely. I'm not one of these guys doing these seminars and trying to take y'all money. Or don't get me wrong, everybody doing seminars not taking. I don't want nobody to get the wrong idea.
Right,
because there's some real good information seminars out there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, I didn't want to just jump into that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to learn as much as I can. So I would like to come back 2 years and we do this all over again. Not really like. I might be doing apartments by then. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just. But then if I come back and I'm doing that, I'm telling people how to do apartments. Or I'm telling people how to do this. So.
No, that's facts, bro. I mean, my door is always open, man. So if you're trying to do it again, let me know and we'll set it up and get it popping, man.
No, this is definitely needed.
Absolutely,
it's a lot of stuff I ain't get to say, but it's just hard, man. No, I mean, I try to say as much as I can.
I mean, we can touch on it now. We can touch on it now. So
I don't know.
Let's knock it out.
It's crazy.
Or what do you feel that people need the most out of what you haven't touched on?
I don't know. Like, I feel like I feel like right now in our time, everybody want to be an entrepreneur. Yeah. I just want to say it's not for everybody. That's true. You got to wake up and hunt for your food every day versus having job security.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with having a job. I just want to put that out there because people like, I don't know what the hell going on right now. Where people like, yeah, it's cool. If you can get it and hustle by any means necessary, get up and chase that bag. But if you don't, you're not trying to deal with the problems that a boss got to deal with, and you got a good job, do it, bro.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Other than that, like, I don't. I get hit with so many questions every day. It'd be like impossible to like really go through it.
I feel you.
I feel like we touched on the major stuff,
and I feel like we touched on a lot of the basics too that a lot of people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't even know the basics, the in-depth nitty-gritty stuff is gonna be foreign language to you. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand the basics before you can understand.
You have to understand the basics, everything. Man. Don't just jump out here because you do have money. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the quickest way to lose money. You know what I'm saying? Get with somebody. Find you a mentor. Get with somebody that's been doing it to make your situation easy as possible. If you're trying to get into it, find somebody that's been doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Really. So, because at the end of the day, you're going to sleep well at night. You're not going to think like, oh, I'm getting fucked or I'm losing money. Or just get with somebody that's been doing it for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I have people, they probably like, I took a risk dealing with Tone, but he's not playing around. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. Just get with somebody that I feel like that'd be number one. Getting a good getting good contractors. My fault. Tripping.
No, you good.
And just getting a good realtor. Find you a good realtor. That's the three things. Find you a good realtor, find you a good contractor, and find you a good mentor. I don't even care if they can't come and look at your job. If it's somebody you can talk to and run a deal by them, those are three good things that you should have that you can start and really be successful. Because out of one of those three, two of those people gonna tell you don't do that deal if it don't make sense.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I think that is definitely something. Like you say, do a lot of YouTube, do a lot of like classes and stuff.
Research.
Learning about the trade, man, because some of these contractors, they'll fuck you over. You come on a job and you not knowing what the hell you talking about or what you looking at. They like, oh, bingo, got one. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna run it up off of him. We gonna make some money. He don't know or she don't know what's going on. But you know what I'm saying? Definitely just do your research, especially like Airbnb too. Just YouTube, man. How to do this, how to do that. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, sir.
Just make it make sense.
Okay. Oh yeah. So we'll wrap up because this camera around.
We good.
Yeah,
bro.
no. I'm not cutting off right now. I'm gonna segue into cutting off. But I just want to thank you for obviously coming out.
Yeah,
and,
no problem.
Talking on the show and giving me that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So where can people find you at as far as social media is concerned?
Instagram. My business page is ANR _ real estate. Personal page is Tone 2 Reckless with no C, REKLESS.
Okay. And the number 2, right?
The business page is up there, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the business page is in my personal page bio.
Okay.
So, I post a lot on both. Sometimes it's different stuff, but I post a lot on both. So you still can get every aspect of real estate. Just the
Okay.
personal one, you're gonna get a little bit of more personal personal
Right,
life
right.
with the real estate.
Okay, I feel you. Oh yeah, man, that's dope. That's dope. And damn, what was I gonna say? I don't completely forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, so where you can find your social media. Okay, so in regards to the real estate and all that stuff that you're doing, how about we reconvene and you just like jot down a list, like a quick list of the things that people are asking you. Maybe we could just sit down again and just go over what people are asking, what people want to know. That way we can address that in a separate one. You know what I'm saying?
The next one is gonna be more personal. I think it's more. I think people really want to know like who I am personally versus the aspect of trying to invest. It's kind of crazy, but I mean, every business person has a story. So
absolutely. Okay. Well, shoot, how about next time we tell your story then?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Absolutely, bro. Well, I appreciate you once again, man. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow Tone on all social media platforms. Sure, Instagram, man. Tone Too Reckless. He's out here killing the real estate game, man. He's out here dropping gems for y'all. Make sure y'all take notes. Make sure y'all pay attention. Go ahead and get y'all some money. Invest in yourselves. All right, man. 75 Junction. I appreciate you, brother.
All right. Thank you, bro.
Absolutely.